sometimes. So I just take it day by day. Things change.
Okay.
Every day. Yeah.
Do you ever?
Oh. Welcome to Act 391. I'm Amaru.
I'm Ethan Falk.
And we about to talk some shit.
We have Isaac. We have with us Isaac Chu.
Tell us about you.
Gay.
Yes.
First of all.
Okay.
Second of all, same old story everyone has. Who is Chinese?
Yes, the parents.
I had two parents from Taiwan.
Right.
They came here to have a better life.
Right.
It was shitty for them, but they popped out 3 kids. I was the baby. My mom wanted to abort me, but here I am. That's pretty much it.
Where did you grow up?
Parsippany, New Jersey. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, New Jersey. Our motto is "Get it done, girl. Get it done." Yeah.
So you're Americanized all the way.
You know what? It's funny. I don't speak Chinese. I feel I'm surrounded by white people all the time, but I feel like China still runs through me somehow.
Did you ever spend any time over in Taiwan?
No.
That's cool. That's cool.
Any plans to?
I don't know. I don't think so. But I think you can tell. You can tell people are chinky, I'm so obsessed with my mom's approval. I'm such a little good boy sometimes. I became a doctor. Even without the culture, even without speaking the language, I know I'm a chink.
Right.
Yeah.
So you grew up with the pressure to academically succeed.
I'm just brilliant. I'm sorry, no. I followed my sisters. It was the family business. Being a doctor is the family business.
Okay.
But also, once I knew what my sisters were doing, I just copied them and played video games all day.
Okay.
It was... The reason I wanted to be a doctor was, I had this friend who, ruptured his spleen, while I was in college. We were working out, and suddenly he's like, oh, my God, it's fucking killing me. And... Everyone else would have thought he was being a little bitch, but I was like, oh, no, something's wrong. I calmed him down. I kept him awake. I called the ambulance. And then I said, hey, look at that. Maybe I can do something good with my life. I can help people.
So up until that, it hadn't really been in your mind? What were you studying in college?
I was studying biology. My parents always wanted me to be a doctor, but I don't know. I didn't.
You didn't have a calling.
I didn't have a calling. I will tell you this. I've always liked helping people. Yeah. And I do have this story, I used to get bullied really bad in high school, bad. They were telling me I was going to die of AIDS, all that shit.
Yeah.
And there was a time I was really dark, and I remember thinking oh, this sucks. I should probably just end it. But then I was like, no. If my life, if all me struggling can help just one other person, then it's worth it. And that combined with knowing that I could help people started me thinking, oh, maybe I should be a doctor. Even though I don't even like it.
How did the guy with the ruptured spleen do? I have to know.
He's alive still. We were real close, but his wife didn't want me. She didn't want me in the wedding party. He wanted me to be a groomsman, and she looked at me, a closeted little gay man, and her husband, and she was like, no, he gets fucked. No,
oh wow!
No way.
You saved,
bumped me out.
Did you save the guy's life? Is it that serious?
I did save the guy's life,
and you couldn't get into the wedding.
Well, look, I don't blame her. She knew. She was like, "Girl, no, I don't blame her. I wouldn't want me in my husband's wedding either. I don't mind it."
I'm trying to correlate to what you stepped into in regards to the pivot and what you were doing beforehand. Did they intersect?
I'm not sure what you mean of what I...
Like when you, while being an anesthesiologist, did the notion of being funny on stage intertwine?
Yeah, were you funny growing up? Did you feel like you were funny?
Well, I was a funny kid. I was funny and I was a weird kid. Everyone knew I was a little weird. I stole books from the library just for shits and giggles. It was always and it was the worst book. It was American Girl Story or something. I didn't even, I did read it. She does well. Kristen does well. But I was like a weird kid. Like I remember because it was back in the 90s and stuff. Like I was a little Asian kid. I was really weird. I was making up these stories about how my life was better than
Were
it
you
was.
out? In
No.
Okay.
And I don't think, honestly, I don't think I really had a sexuality when I was that young. I had to hit puberty and stuff. But like, those white teachers wanted to put me on meds. They were telling my mom, like I was a sociopath. It was such a straight, they had never seen a little Chinese kid that was loud, would make up stories, was sort of weird. So they were like, we need to medicate this little boy and like shut him up.
That's the equivalent of putting us in special ed.
Yeah.
Instead of dealing with what the actual issue, if there was an issue.
Yeah.
They didn't know how to deal with it. They stuck you in special ed.
Yeah. And so to my mom's, my mom has some problems, but she being an immigrant, she was like, no fucking way.
Yeah.
I'm not putting fucking with his head when he's so young. And for that, I'm grateful. Yeah. Yeah. But, I was a funny, weird kid, and kids laughed, but they thought I was weird.
They were laughing at you, though, not with you.
This is what I think is my sense of humor now. It's half and half. Like, they couldn't tell if I was joking or if I was half serious. And so, like, they're like, oh, it was a little bit of both.
Yeah.
The kids who got it I knew is funny, and the other kids were like, oh, he's fucked up.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then the pivot from that, I actually never wanted to go into comedy. What had happened was, as a doctor, people always talked about me, complained about me. And like it was the weirdest thing too, because they'd be like, all my med students would,
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
Wait. You said complained about you.
Oh yeah, they complained about me.
What did they say?
This was the weird thing. So they'd go to my boss, they'd say, we don't like Dr. Chu. And she would be like, well, what did he do? I can't just say you don't like him. I have to find something. Did he touch you? Did he call you a name? Was he inappropriate? Was he gross? Yeah, like we need to.
Did he do something wrong
screw him.
medically?
Did he give a medication wrong? Did he
Yeah.
nothing? I don't like the way he talks to me. He makes me feel stupid. He just looks at me and I feel stupid. And she's like, well, what do you want me to do about that? And I did tell her, I was like, what do you want me? Do you want me to build a voice synthesizer? I'm Darth Vader. Like, you want me to scratch my eyes out? Like, get plastic surgery? Like, what do you want me to do? And I'm sort of like, even in the hospital, I was sort of strange. Cause like, I know, I get it. Like, I come in looking like this little baby-faced Asian kid. And you have a nurse who's been there 50 years, and she's like, yeah, I'm gonna show this little wet behind the ears. I'll show him, boss. I go into a room. I'm like, this is wrong. That's wrong. This is wrong. This is wrong. Sorry. And I'm right.
Yeah.
Drove them fucking crazy. And so I was getting all these complaints, and I did so many things. You guys will laugh. I deepen my voice. I talk straighter. I like take back my emotions.
Wait a minute. What's talking straight? I'm going down this rabbit hole. What's talking straighter?
Let's see. I have to lower, so I have to be like, hey, I'm Dr. Chu. How can I help you today? Okay, yep, no problem. You got this, yep.
So you're taking a lot of the emotion
flamboyancy
out of it.
Yeah, everything has to flatten. My face.
Flatten.
And the nurses would be like, well, that's not our problem. We're very pro-gay. And I'm like, bitch. Every time I go like this, you freak out. Like I don't believe people's words. I just look at what they're doing.
Yeah.
I just look at what they're doing, and every time I get like gay, people are like their little sphincters tighten. Yeah. So I'm like, look, I get it.
I'm sorry, it's really funny.
Look, I get it. I'm here to serve. So like I straighten myself out because I'm here to serve.
This is I mean, you would have thought that in your profession that would not be necessary.
What are you talking about? Medicine is the most conservative field. People come in. All our patients are old. Not only are they old and a different generation, they're freaking out. They have cancer. They're like flipped out. The anxiety's out of the roof.
And the anxiety about the anesthesia is ever present, no matter if you're getting any kind of.
That's because the possibility of not
dying.
coming out of it.
Yeah,
is
right.
great.
And people in healthcare are crazy. Nurses are crazy. Doctors are crazy. Everyone's crazy because everyone's like, there's nowhere to go.
So being overtly gay was a problem.
No one said that.
But it was.
I could tell. Yeah. As soon as everything flattened, things would get better. And the problem is, like, people could tell I didn't like to do it, so they knew there was still some tension.
Yeah.
But, like,
So you found it. You found that you couldn't be yourself, basically.
Right. And also, to be fair, I should not be myself. It's not about me.
Yeah.
It's the patient is the star. The patient is the star.
Yeah,
so that's
but
it.
Yeah, I'm trying to square the circle with that. If I'm going to be, and I guess it's easy for me to say I'm not gay, but I would want to be me. Like, this is what it is.
It's not about you. The job is literally about somebody else.
I understand that, but to do you effectively in your job, you don't feel the need to be you.
Well, that's how I ended up in comedy. So I took all the complaints they gave me, being super opinionated, being weird, being expressive, being like everywhere I would go, people would just talk about me. Like literally, like I could be there on my best behavior, trying to be nice. They would have something to say, some opinion about me.
Trying to conform, that's what I hear.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, 100% trying to conform.
Right.
But not just for my approval, not because they would be my friend. I was trying to conform because I didn't want them to, I wanted them to do good for the patient.
Right.
So if the nurse is so distracted by me, she's obsessed with me, she wants to see me go down, she hates me, she's not focused on the patient.
Right.
Right.
That's the problem.
You've got a battle going on in the operating room.
I'm supposed to blend in the background. And to be fair too, in the hospital, if you see someone who stands out, you don't know if they're a genius or they're a fucking psycho.
Right.
Right? So everyone knew I was weird, but no one can, you don't know if I'm weird, great, and gonna save your life, or weird, gonna kill somebody.
Right. Right.
So I was conforming, I was doing this, and then I was like, where are all these flaws a good thing? And I was like, oh, on stage.
Had you ever done anything? Had you ever been in theater? Had you ever performed,
No.
gotten up to any kind of...
Well, no, because I don't know about other ethnicities, but Asians, when I was a kid, theater was not an option. Theater back when I was there was for white kids, was for closeted white kids or girls.
Yeah.
It was not for like little Asian kids.
Okay.
Frowned upon.
Yeah.
Not only frowned upon.
There weren't any roles for you.
No, but also I make a joke all the time, like, and I'm gay. Sorry if this sounds homophobic, but like, you know how the drama teacher's always some gay man, and he always wants to cast some hot white jock, one hot white jock and 10 little like gay men to be the supporting roles. He was not gonna have some like chubby little Asian boy do anything. He was like, no, girl, this is my theater production. You have to be hot. You have to be hot. And I was like, and of course later he came out 10 years later. I was like, surprise.
Yeah.
Surprise.
Big surprise.
You cast every white jock who was like in a flat voice starring in every theater production.
So how did these problems start when you were resident? Or when you actually were, had
I would say everyone. So in medical school, they voted for, we did senior superlatives. And I was like, ugh, I hate these people. I don't care.
Right.
I got 2. I got voted most likely to fall asleep in class. And then someone said they wanted to vote me for most dramatic. And then I did a whole like campaign. I was like, I don't think I'm most dramatic. I think this other person's dramatic. And they're like, it's very dramatic to be dramatic about. So I won most. And I was, again, in medical school. I was sleeping through medical school. I thought no one would remember me.
You had it down that much that you could just basically coast.
Oh, well, also I was in the closet. So my body was shutting down because I was so exhausted from pretending, lying.
Okay.
And yes, I could anticipate. I'm not smart, but I can anticipate what this teacher is going to put on the test. I'm like the multiple choice question format.
I
only
hear
go
you
2 ways. Yeah.
I always love multiple choice tests. They just seem to open themselves up.
Well, it's probably sidetrack us, but aren't multiple choice tests the problem with American education in the first place?
I don't know about that.
In other countries, you have to know it instead of guessing which one out of the 4 or 5 it is. I think that's a big difference, and I'd rather have somebody who knows, hey, the answer is
It's a way of
and
testing
can
a large
explain it.
volume of information.
Yeah.
You know,
To be fair, like none of it matters. Like none of the med student knowledge, most of it is just
Right, but you understand what I'm saying, though?
that's
To understand A and to know that it is A,
yeah.
I think are two different things.
Yeah, well in law school you don't get multiple choice tests. You don't.
Oh, you
you
gotta
don't
know
do
it.
that. You got to know it. You got to write it
I
out. You
like
got to
that.
know it. So
Yeah.
you got a point there. Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. Like I said, I think it's all sham. I barely use any of the because all of that can be AI generated nowadays.
Yeah, that too.
Factual
That too.
information.
Right.
But
I already know going into the hospital situation, the whole scenario, that it's all an educated guess when it comes down to it, based on the symptoms that and the things that you say as a patient to the doctor.
Right.
I found that more to be real and true as I got older, paying attention. Like this shit, they're guessing just like I am.
Yeah.
Why did you pick anesthesiology? I mean, you could have done radiology where you really wouldn't have had to interact with anybody. You could have done, other things. Was there something about that just?
Like I think a lot of gay people do. Well, a lot of crazy people want to be like therapists because we can't fix our own stuff. Have you noticed that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That sounds like my girlfriend. I mean, I'm just playing.
But I wanted to be a psychiatrist at first, and then I realized like talking to people solves nothing. I was just like, I'll just give them electroconvulsive therapy. So then I went into.
But you said particular field ran in your family, right?
Which one?
Being
Anesthesiology.
a doctor. Being
a doctor, yes. Being an anesthesiologist, no.
Okay.
But I picked anesthesia because people look so happy when they're drugged. They're just I was like, oh, they're so happy.
You're bringing peace and joy into the world.
Right.
It was the best I could do.
I guess so.
Yeah.
So, two-part question. Did you become a comic before or after the pandemic?
I would say after.
After the pandemic?
Yeah.
Is the pandemic the reason why you became a comic? Okay.
So take us through, when did it first start? You were in this situation, your expressiveness, your personalities being, held down for your professionally.
Yeah.
And you look at it and you say, comedy. So what happened then?
I was just like, oh, I should try stand up. That was. Oh, that's not totally true. So I watched. Do you remember Jerry Seinfeld's comedians in cars getting coffee?
Yes, loved it.
Yeah.
And I would listen to the comedians. I don't actually like watching stand up because I can usually hear the joke coming. But when I listen to all the comedians like Amy Schumer, Sarah Silverman, those people, and the way they think, I was like, oh, I think like that. That means this field is probably going to be okay. Like that weird thinking, all those same experiences. So then I found Leslie randomly, honestly, through a Google search.
Leslie Wolf, we're talking about, a famous comedy teacher in Los Angeles and among other
and
things.
a guest.
Former guest of Act 3 Now What?
And I took her class, and within that first class, I could land the audience. Like I had the most laughs in that first class, which is just, of course, amateurs.
Right.
Fine. And then from that, I started doing open mics, which is rough. And they're rough on gays, and they taught me how to roast. They taught me because they would give me shit all the time, and I was like, oh, okay. And
so you got shit because you were gay at an open mic?
So first of all, I would not go to an open mic where like they're nasty, but anti-gay jokes are in comedy as like every new comic. When they don't know what to do, gay, woman, she a bitch.
Right.
And that's how when you start, that's how you land the joke. Yeah. It's like if I, the easy joke for me would be to like, penis.
Yeah.
And I could get an easy laugh from that, hands down. It means nothing. I found that even if like the comedians were like, and this is just beginners, and I also did Don't Tell though, but I did Don't Tell recently, but Like in those beginner comedy circles, everyone wants to tell you, "Oh, you're not funny, this that." And then I would do a show with them, just a beginner show, right? We're not talking about like high level. Yeah. I would blow them out of the water every time. So it was like, "Oh, they don't know what the fuck they're talking about. I just can keep going." Yeah. And also I realized too, like, I did have a propensity for it. Like
you liked it and you were good at it.
Yes. And I will be honest with you. If I was bad at it, I would probably be like, it's okay. It's okay.
Is there a goal to stop being a doctor and do this full time, or?
If the right opportunity comes up. First of all, my doctor, I'm not even gonna lie to you, my doctor money pays good. It pays good.
Right.
I do like helping people. When I've reduced it, it's tolerable. But I'm open. If comedy starts making the bank I can as a doctor.
Do you travel outside the state, or
yes.
Just doing? Okay.
I've been in Ohio. I've been in Seattle. I've done shows in Portland, and that also helps. It helped me realize that, like, especially Ohio, it takes about 10 seconds. First of all, I don't go to the boondocks, okay? I'm going to the big cities in Ohio. Mm-hmm. But the crowd takes like 10 seconds to see if they want to be on board with this gay shit.
Yeah.
But they are. And I was like, oh, okay. I've got something. If I can get a crowd that they're not sure about me to like start laughing hard at the end of my set, I'm like, okay.
Well, that's when you build your comedy grit and stamina, is going on the road and going into places that you think are questionable, to see if you get them to respond.
Yeah.
And your job is to find a way to get them to respond to you.
Yeah.
Do you change your material at all depending on, where you are?
Yeah, because it's my job to make you, to entertain. Look, if I'm doing my social media bits, I'm going to do whatever gay shit I want to do because people want to or you get the views for whatever your personality is. Fine. If I'm getting money to do a gig, then it is a job. So I strategically, of course, I'm going to be honest and authentic, and I am gay.
Yeah.
But I do have to strategize, like, how to bring you into the fold.
So you do research on the gig that you're going to?
I get a vibe.
Okay.
So, like, usually, you'll do 3 or 4 shows. That first show, you get, to be honest, I need to get the vibe from that first show to sort of, like, figure out what's hitting, what's not, how people are moving. And when I was, like, in Ohio doing, like, 3 or 4 shows, I was like, the first show, I was like, oh, I get it. They don't want to be hit with, like, a gay sex story right off the top. They want to hear that I'm a normal boy, which I am. I have a mom. She's crazy. Right. I'm Asian. All that. Then maybe I'll dabble a little. Maybe I'll work
once you get them like you. Once you get them like you can do it with pretty much what. But that's how it normally works. Is especially if you have a run of 4 or 5 gigs. Is usually that first one is the warm up, test the waters, see what's going on type of gig. And then you go into day 2 and 3 and, do your thing. Yeah. That's what's up.
When do you use your job, your anesthesiology job in your material?
Yes. But with that being said, I have to be very careful because I have respect for patients.
Yep.
I have never used a patient story. Fingers crossed. I've never used, meaning, no, not fingers crossed, I'm lying. Right. As of now. Who knows what will happen in the future.
All kind of shit.
I won't talk shit about him because I don't want some old lady seeing me talk shit about her and being like, oh, my doctors are making fun of me. I'm scared to go to the hospital.
Right.
I'll be like, thank you for coming to the show, man.
Right. You don't want to get that rep.
No, I don't care if I get the rep. I don't want that little old lady not to go get her colonoscopy or whatever.
Because she thinks she's going to be material.
She's scared. Because she thinks she's going to be.
My colon going to be on stage next week.
I mean, the coworkers are fine. The coworkers are fine.
Then you can get after admin.
I can get them. I can get coworkers. But I'm not going to go for
the patient.
But most of if you people say, oh, how do you get away with that? If you really listen to any of my doctor jokes, sometimes They're rare. I will do a bit about it. You'll see it's more about me.
Yeah.
It's always more about me than it is about attacking innocent patients.
Sort of a
whatever.
self-deprecating, this is just,
I make fun of the nurses. The nurses deserve it. They I don't know why.
So, okay, let me ask you this then. I'm about to get hood.
Good.
So is there where you work at is anything like Grey's Anatomy? Because I can't help but to be, look at the closet and think there's somebody in there fucking.
Do you think the nurses are hot? Huh? You've been checking out the nurses.
And they, all the sex that they be having on Grey's Anatomy is ridiculous.
Okay,
Is that really jumping off at the hospital?
Not. I look. I'm a gay man. I've done some stuff, but not at the hospital. When I'm at the hospital, I'm asexual. Like my PP's off, girl. My PP's off. No, seriously. But
I walk in the hospital, I can't help but to look at a door and wonder who's behind that door.
I will tell you though, the hottest nurses are at like children's hospitals. I don't know why, but they're so hot and they're so like there's so much drama. Like some people be doing it, but like also like for guys, like if you're a doctor, you automatically get 3. Like people think you're hot, even if you're like a troll. I know.
Really?
I'm married. Yeah, you can land like a hot nurse. I don't even know why. I don't know why.
The pilots are like that too. The pilots, the hot pilots.
Yeah.
Some stewardess become stewardess just to get a pilot.
Yeah.
They be like on NBA players. Let me hit you with some rapid fire questions.
Yeah.
Peace or success?
Success.
Stability or freedom?
Freedom.
Fame or fulfillment?
Fulfillment.
And comfort or growth?
Growth.
Why?
I think like the harder you try to be comfortable, the more I think the more you try to stay comfortable, the actual harder it is for you. The more painful your life is. That's what I think. I think like if you're more adaptable to everything that's going on, your
then
life
when you meet the disaster, you've got more basis to more resilience.
Yeah. And what the other one you said, success, that's why I said the same thing. Stability
or freedom.
No.
Peace or success.
Or peace. You have peace by growing. I think like conflict. I'm not a conflict. I think peace, I don't know what that means because conflict is a lot of where growth comes from.
I was just thinking it.
Yeah. So you've been...
Wait. I don't know if you can grow without conflict. Can you?
I don't know. I mean, when I started doing comedy after being a lawyer, I didn't feel conflict. I mean, it was more like I was climbing a mountain by myself. Did I slip? Could I fall? But it wasn't a conflict. I wasn't battling someone. Maybe my fears, if that's the conflict you're looking at. I don't know how you feel.
Yeah, I mean, I think there's different ways.
It sounds like you didn't have much conflict when you got into comedy. That's a very smooth entry.
No, I don't know. I will tell you this. I don't know because I think like I was like I looked at the shows I was booked at in the last 2 years, and a lot of it was women, and women don't make much of the comedy bookers. But they were like coming back to me, booking me again and again. And I think people probably underestimate, like there are reasons there are no women or gay people or people of color at certain mics. And it's not because like people are assholes. I would say this with a total seriousness. Like a lot of these comedians are not like door gatekeeping or anything. It's just like the room's not ready. And you won't believe like how many people would tell me I was like not funny or like no one wants to hear about your stupid gay jokes. Isaac, why do you hate straight people so much? I was like, girl, by the way, just so you know, I make fun of straight people, but people are so stupid. They think I'm like saying straight people are stupid. I'm like, no, you dipshit. I was born by straight people.
Yeah.
My straight people jokes are sort of like, do you see how stupid it is when you make fun of someone's sexuality? Like that's all I'm giving you a taste of. I don't really think like you're a little bitch or like you're broke fat loser. Maybe, but like, but the thing is like it's not that I'm trying to. I was born from straight people. Straight people run the world, obviously.
Right.
So when I make a joke about straight people are so stupid, the joke is like when you say gay people are so stupid.
Exactly.
It's the same thing as when I say it. But like, there are a lot of, there are a lot of days where sometimes like. Even like a rough mic or a rough show where I'm just like, or like people, I'm like, girl, I don't know. And then I just keep going and then I do it again and I keep going and I try to let that, just like you guys do it. But it was not, it's not easy.
It wasn't easy.
It's not easy.
That's not easy. Interesting. So you got started, and then you took Leslie's class. You started doing
booking shows,
and you started booking shows
through the mics,
Through the mics,
yeah.
And when did you start going touring?
I tour with an incredible comedian, Bernice Ye.
Okay.
She picked me up from an open mic, and she's like, "Do you want to open for my tour?" I was like, "Sure." So I went with her to Seattle, Portland, Ohio, and just started opening for her. Yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
And what kind of material does she do?
She does more. She does about her being Chinese, about her being an immigrant, about her marriage and her husband. It's very complimentary. She also does like singing. She'll do like lip syncing and she'll sing and she's a great rapper.
Yeah.
Her show is great. She has a show back at the Elysian, like I think I want to say August coming.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. That's very interesting.
Yeah. It's complimentary. And I would say like, thanks to all the women who have booked me. I just did a show at the Ice House with Lynn's son.
Okay.
She had me host and do a set for her. And they've been really like supporting me and like getting me booked. And I'm so grateful.
Your home club is what? Your home club?
I would say I don't really have a home club. I go with the producers. I make friends with the producers. And when the producers do the show there, I'll go with them.
Okay.
Flappers for sure. Like, because Leslie's there. Anytime I want a Flappers gig, I can find one there.
Yep.
But and also Becca Malconian, who just started running the Yoo-Hoo Room in Flappers. She's very nice. She always puts me up. So like, I wouldn't say I have a home club, but like through the network, those are the ones. Flappers, Ice House. Those are the main ones. Yeah.
So you've done this now. You're becoming well known.
Yeah.
So you go back into the anesthesiology. You go back to work. Any change? Do people know about you? Do they react to you?
I will say this. I never say where I'm working.
So you're not looking for people to support you out of your workplace, out of the hospital. You're not looking for any support from them.
From like, you mean people coming to my show? I think like maybe a couple people have. I think I did that once or twice for a show in the beginning. And then I realized it's not worth it right now because of there's too much drama at the hospital. And also, like, you're right. Like, as of now, I don't want someone showing them a video I did or a clip I did and having to potentially lose the opportunity right now.
I see.
Yeah.
So where are you working? What hospital?
No, I can't say it.
Okay. No. Are you working at one? Or do you? Because
he used to be a lawyer. He tried to set your ass up.
It's a couple places.
You're doing a couple places.
No, I'm only a contract employee, so I'm never going to be in the records. There, I'm only subbing for people. Okay. I want to keep a low.
All right. His name. Yes, that's right. Where were?
He tried to set him up. No. So where you work?
No. Those are pretty separate then. Those two, your career and your your anesthesiology and your comedy.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. Like, I don't know who would actually combine the two.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, like, if I need to use my doctor credentials to get you to see a show, then like I must really stop. That's really sad.
I'm not saying you would do that.
That's really sad.
No. I'm not saying that.
I have to drug you to come to this show.
But see, I did a gig that was specifically for doctors and nurses.
Right.
You can do specialty shows because you are in that field.
Yeah, I can if I network them through that. But
right.
Doctors don't really have a sense of humor, Like
no, they got a dark sense of humor. They got
no sense of humor.
Especially after I did a gig after they told me after the show, they was like, man, you could have went darker. They told me some shit. I was like, damn. Like
I roll my eyes. Doctors are fucking little bitches. They might have said that, but like those little bitches, I know them. They have no sense of humor, unless they mean like they want you to do like some terrible, like evil, right? To like express. Okay, people in healthcare, we give so much. There's like there's a balance to it.
Okay. Where's your next gig at?
My next gig is going to be at Flappers with Leslie Wolf.
Oh, when is that?
Yes,
No,
yes.
she told me about that show in a couple of weeks. Right?
Yeah.
She was saying we might get on the October show.
Okay, cool.
So that would be
cool.
cool.
I'll talk to her. You guys are doing an October show with her?
That was the plan.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll get on that one. I'll see if I can get on
Oh,
that
that
one
would be
with you
cool.
guys. Yeah.
That would be cool.
Hopefully because I plan on being here in August too.
Hopefully for the
festival.
comedy
Okay,
festival,
cool.
we both. He's done well there, and I've performed there once. So
Yeah.
So do you do festivals? Is that something you do?
No, not yet. I'll do like, I think I did the Riot Girl. It's small things, but really like.
You didn't apply for the Burbank Festival?
I should. Let me call it back. What? But you can get in Flappers all.
You can get in Flappers anytime you want.
Oh,
so.
you
Yeah, I can.
Can too.
I live in Michigan, so
Oh, you live in Michigan.
We both spend time in Michigan. So I'm here
Okay.
about 4.5 months a year, and Amaru's here
Okay.
only for a few weeks.
No, honestly, I'll tell you like part of my reasoning behind this, and people are like, why are you not like, I'll be real with you. I can be much more aggressive with booking much more shows and trying to get seats in shows. First of all, LA, and there are two reasons. And I did talk to, I don't want to mention this person, but I did talk to another comedian about it, who is also doing very well with like a very large social media presence and everything. And we're still trying to figure out, the both of us were still trying to figure out what the end game is, right? So like, if I suck cock to get into the Comedy Store, sure. I not that you have to, that you have to, but I'm saying people are fighting for that spot. They really are. You're gonna have to do that. You'll do a lot for it, and I do 5 minutes. 50 people see me. They came here to see Kevin Hart.
Right.
They don't remember who the thing I am. Next, right? And so now I'm like, the same with the festivals. I'd go to a festival, and maybe I wasn't at a big enough festival or whatever. Or even if I did one of my dreams, I did Don't Tell show, a huge Don't Tell Columbus. I went there.
Okay.
And like, it's a show. It's a show. I performed. I enjoyed it. They liked me. That's it, right? They'll call me. They'll call me when they have an opening next. But we're like, so that person that I talked to is like, she's nudging me to sort of start focusing on social media and like really trying to like push out content. And at first, like, I'm still learning. Like, I'm going to be honest. Like, I boosted one of my first posts or something, like, which is like when you pay for views.
Sure.
Bad idea. I wouldn't do it again. And that's because like, I don't really know who my fans are. Like, I don't know who's watching my shit. But the bottom line is this person is talking to me, and I'm starting to realize, like, sort of building my own brand. And I'm just a baby in this. I just started because I've just been doing shows and whatever. Might be more intriguing because when you have a fan base, suddenly, like the Ice House, I was looking at who the headliners at the Legendary Room at the Ice House were. They had 4 or 5 influencers I had never heard of. But I looked up, they had, 2 million followers. They're filling up the room. They can do the Ice House whenever they want if they're going to sell out the room, you know?
Sure.
So I'm like, I don't mind.
Were they good?
No.
Don't get
That's
me
the
started.
problem.
No, but you do both. You do both. Because to be fair, it's because what they're excellent at is making videos.
Right. That's
It's just a different skill.
Well, they taking in my brain. They taking food off the table for me
for comics.
As a comic.
Yeah.
Like
you gotta join him. If you can't beat him, join him. Like, I will tell you, there's so many great comedians, especially the older ones. They're not on social media, and you
gotta be funny though, man.
No, it's a different skill. You are funny. You just need you are funny. You just look. I'm just starting too, but like now I'm starting to like not boot. I admit it, and I wish I had not boost my stuff because I didn't know who was following it.
Right.
Now I know it's 92% gay men who want to fuck me. So now I know. Now I know. At least now I know, right?
That'll make you
right
now,
now,
your own dating
now
app.
I need those jokes. Now I know what jokes they want to hear. Now I know what jokes I want to hear. Because I do sometimes think like, oh, I know someone's like, you need to apply to every festival. You need to be knocking at everyone's, all the comedy clubs' doors and trying to slip into their DMs and ask them and show up and go to everybody's shows. And I will do it. And I network in a friendly way. Like if we're friends, genuinely friends, that's my networking. I have to be real with you. I'll be genuine friends. Yep. But I'm starting to see like, oh, where's the end of that? Because that was what people were doing in the 90s.
Oh, it never ends.
But
the way you do it changes.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. I'm thinking I'm beginning to think that it's changing into I gotta
a different. You have to be good at this, at social media, and also be good at performing. You got to deliver the comedy,
right? And you have to practice. Yes,
and it's that it comes kind of exhausting though. I mean, because the social media stuff to me, I'm an older guy, so I'm not that comfortable with it, but it seems like a lot of work.
Yeah, it is. It ain't just you.
Well, that's what the influencers say about doing stand-up. They're saying what you guys are doing is a lot of work. You're going to every show. You've made friends with 2,000 comedians. You've made friends with. Come on, you work for your.
Yeah.
You work for your gigs and your shows.
So now you're going to do both.
Well, we'll see. My plan is we'll see which one's getting more bites. It's sort of like the same thing. I looked at my bookings and I noticed that a large majority are women. I'm now going to skew towards networking with women.
Yeah.
I'm just like following where instead of trying to force things, because I think I look back, I had made friends with all these male comedians. Everyone had said I was funny, right? They'd all said I'm funny. They'd seen me in open mics. They'd seen me perform. To be real, I was not getting booked as often. I was not getting booked. I don't know. Maybe they thought I was too sassy. Maybe they thought I was a bitch. Who knows? Right? But these women were booking me. So I'm like, God damn it. Why do I keep on going to these mics to
meet people
not be booked?
Are not going to be booked.
I went to one mic. I saw a female comedian. She booked me and put me open for her. She saw me perform maybe once or twice in a mic.
Are these shows gay themed?
No, it was the mics. You mean?
Yeah. The ones that you get these.
No, they're just like women. They're usually women themed. They're women produced shows.
Okay, so there'll be a lot of women comics on the.
Sometimes,
so
depending
are you coming off to the male perspective bookers as being ideally for a gay show, or
I don't know. I would suspect that could run through their mind. Maybe they think I'm too gay and I'm not going to vibe.
Yeah.
Like I can see like if people are coming to see you, and then they see me, they might. I can get them. Trust me, I can get them. I can see from a booker's
perspective.
It's like, well, something.
So as a booker, I look for the funny. I don't give a fuck if you're gay or not. I could also look for the market. Okay, if I'm gonna do a gay show, okay, yeah, he fit bill for that too.
Right.
Or if I'm trying to be aware and conscious of the type of show that I'm doing in regards to who my market is, who I'm trying to appeal to. There's many ways and many differences in booking that you can.
Right, and I get booked for gay bar shows a bit.
Yeah.
And I love those shows. And you're correct. Maybe they're just. It's not like it's not like a no homo thing. It's like they just don't see a market for it.
Yeah.
And look, I'm not here to change anyone's mind or to say anyone's. I don't believe people are out to get anybody. To be fair, I don't believe it. But I'm just trying to follow like where
is your audience?
Bites, and then where's my audience? Where are the bites?
Right.
And I'm still.
You go to these bookers that are booking you, these women, and do you say, do you know anybody else in the country or anybody else at other clubs, that you think would be would book me like you do?
Yeah.
Or is that?
Yeah, I do. Leslie will always is opening up her black book for me. I love her. She's always trying to get me names.
She seems incredibly supportive of anything.
Yes, and then all the women I've worked with have been incredibly supportive, and I give them the space too. You know, they'll let me know when they have something, but I, keep them in the rotation. And also, I will say gay bar shows. I will tell you, by the way, a gay crowd is hard on a gay male comedian.
Oh,
Is
really?
that right?
Oh yeah, because they see me come up, they're like, that girl thinks she's pretty. Is she? Is she funny? Oh, she is funny, but she's not that pretty. And I'm like, girl, I think I am pretty. Trust me. I do. You're not going to like it. And so sometimes they're like, and then they'll do a little like, fine, you're funny. But they don't.
They're not.
Because they love the women and the lesbian comics. The women comics can be like vagina, and like a gay man will laugh. They love themselves a Joan Rivers.
Yeah.
But for me, I gotta warm up a little. But I don't mind them because they are putting me up there.
Yeah.
They are putting me up there. So I'm like, sure, this is the way it is.
That's funny.
Yeah.
So have you thought about doing other things like acting or
So
stuff like that?
I have been in commercials. I have a commercial agent. He's such an angel. He sends me auditions. Booking commercials is hard. I book every now and then.
Yeah.
Most
of those auditions, are they like video, or do you have to actually go somewhere?
They're all video. You're right. Everything's self-tape now. And so they're seeing probably like 1,000 people for self-tapes.
Yeah.
But still, it's an honor
Yeah.
to be repped.
Yeah.
And I did book commercials. I've done a SAG commercial. I've done commercials for Best Buy. I've done commercials for Comcast. What was it? Toyota. So like I got to book some of those. And
is your character in those gay, or is it just whatever it happens to be?
well, most of them I don't speak.
Okay.
But some of them I speak. Some of them I did speak with one, and I had a wife in that one. No, none of the characters.
They're not booking you for
they
any-
can't.
Okay.
Because my face is so bland. So like they need me for like usually like middle-aged Asian man. So I'm like, that's
Middle-aged.
fine.
Come on.
Oh, thank you, girl. But like middle-aged
Come
in
on.
TV is aspirational. You know that. I know I don't like I take it as a compliment. I'm an aspirational middle-aged.
You can pass.
They
You
call
can
me-
pass
Yeah,
for
I'm-
middle age.
They call me and my dog middle aged. I'm upset.
Look, I will take anything. I don't know about this gentleman. He has standards. I'll take anything. I'm just like, oh, okay, all right. You want me to like sing and dance and throw a banana? Okay.
Yeah.
I'm just like, it's not a big deal.
it's-
And then I have I am repped theatrically, by Lise Burks and Guild Talent Group. Oh, she's an angel. I have not booked anything for TV yet. She keeps sending me auditions. Honestly, it's on my radar. Like, ideally, like, comedic acting would be ideal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you just technical question. When you do an audition, do you do a different self-tape for everyone, or do you do one self-tape and that's what you're sending out?
No. You have to do a self-tape for every single one. But, like, after a while, you start to realize, like, it's not a big deal. Like, the more I obsess about it, those are the ones where I'm like, the more you obsess, it's almost like a curse. You never book it.
Right.
It's more like where they're like, throw the banana on your head and slip. And I'm like, and they're like, okay.
Okay. So
Yeah,
that
but
they
if I'm
tell
like,
you what they want.
Yeah.
okay.
Oh my God, I don't know what they
Let me
want.
look up how Charlie Chaplin.
Yeah. Then it gets crazy.
Yeah.
I think I like acting a little more than stand-up because I know, don't you guys ever get lonely on stage? It's like, me again. Like,
No, I love it. It's
No, I
I got some shit to get off my shoulder. That's it's the office.
I'm still new at it, so I'm still trying to, develop my skills. So it's still a work in progress. It hasn't gotten to the point where it's, so comfortable that I'm,
Well, no, I'm not saying it's comfortable at all. I'm not saying I'm just saying, like, sometimes, like, I that's why I like crowd work. Sometimes I don't want to be about me. I just want to, like, build a relationship with the crowd, or like when you do like a scene or something. The thing about when I get to act is I get to listen to somebody else. Like I'm like, what is the happening? Where is the banana going? What is this person saying? And stand up, I like it when I can hear the crowd. I like it when me and the crowd are like on the same page.
Yeah.
And then sometimes it's like, oh, I'm like alone.
Yeah. Well,
Oh.
that's
That's you finding what that is that the audience is going to be attracted to.
Yeah.
And, that takes time and effort
Repetition.
And patience, and it
All
also
of it. All
and
of it.
balls to let it like to know. No, right? To
And
know
yeah. I
to
mean,
know when the crowd, when that silence is.
that's the number one thing I'm trying to do, is get to that point where I can accept that, and and deal with it and make it part of the performance, that I'm enough in tune with the audience to be with them and have them be with me, and not just do my material. So
Yeah.
it's a work in progress. But yeah, it sounds like you've gone a long way. It really sounds an amazing pivot. I mean, you think about a doctor, as you said.
Yeah.
Funny is not what comes to mind. And an anesthesiologist, the ones I've dealt with are very serious. They've got a lot on the line,
Yeah.
So that's a
Yeah,
very
I'm thinking, I'm like, if he was my anesthesiologist and I knew he was just at the comedy club last night, hey man, when I have a problem with that, I'm thinking about that shit right now.
I
Like,
don't know. I think a little more humor in the medical area wouldn't hurt anybody.
I'm like, hey
including the
man, was you
patients.
drinking last night on stage?
I like I told you, I get what he's saying.
Yeah.
And I get what he's saying, and that's why I try to keep it separate. I'll say this too again, like I don't know if I really pivoted into being a comedian versus realized that like being a doctor was an uphill battle, and I was trying to make something good from all my flaws. Like I'm gonna be honest, like if I fit in as a doctor and I would have
Accepted
stayed a
and-
doctor. I would have stayed a doctor. But and it wasn't like I quit my job so I could
Right.
pursue my passion. I love comedy. I love acting. I love art. But I was already taking the hours down because it was making me so sad
Yeah.
to be somebody else all day. So it's just making
So
me
you're
so
saying
sad.
if it would have worked as a doctor, you wouldn't be a comic?
Maybe not.
I think like it's not that black and white, meaning in my mind of what it means to be a doctor at the epitome of being a doctor, which is not even most doctors.
Right.
There's like a 1% of doctors who it's just their calling, and you can see that because they are like nasty out. They come into work and they're so like happy to be there.
Yeah.
And that's what I mean. If that was me, yes. And to be fair, most doctors would say that's not them. That's not them. So I'm probably being dramatic. But I will tell you, like, I did know that it just was not for me. And so, like, I'm slowly carving it out. And then when I had that space to really look, I was just trying to do what we all do.
I mean, I think this show is not about pivots that you necessarily are looking to make, or that they can be about pivots that are made because things aren't working out.
Yeah.
And that's maybe more of what your situation was. It wasn't making you happy. You needed to find something else. You needed
Some
to
people
do
are
something
afraid
else.
to do it.
Yeah. And I will say,
They might have stayed in the position that you're in just because of fear.
I think a lot of people do. But I will also say, too, like, I think the biggest lesson I learned from everything is that the things I hated about myself the most, I hated standing out. I hated that people thought I was weird. I hated that I was never nice enough.
Yeah.
Like, there's a place for them. Like, I'm just trying, instead of trying to eliminate them and be like, okay, I need to conform more. And like,
Right.
my flaws and my strength are the same thing. Like, this is crazy, but this woman wrote a song about me. She's great. A friend wrote a song about me. But in the song, I told her this thing, like, being at the hospital is like wearing a red dress at a funeral. Like, you just stand out. So, like, why are you at the funeral? Just go to a party.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so like when people tell me like, oh my God, these are all the things that are wrong with me, I want to be like, instead of trying to eliminate those things, they're also your strength. Like, where would they be a strength?
Yeah. Yeah, but it's still, you're doing that under, under some pressure. You're the pressure of the fact that the life you thought you had chosen is not working entirely. I mean, it's got obviously satisfactions, but it was taking something from you, something of your essence, really, that
Right.
you were having to subdue and bring into your interior. And so, yes, that's pressure. Now, you were smart enough to recognize it at a pretty young age, at a time,
but thank you.
but I mean, look, there's people that do this, take that job, and it's such a sweet job because it's making tons of money, and they do it for 25 years, and then what? Then the pressure builds, they hate it, and what do they have then?
Right.
And so it takes something to recognize that this is where you're headed, this is what's happening, and then to do something, and you've chose something that's very difficult to do.
And I'll also tell you a secret about the hospital. Like, doctors, we're not better than anybody else. Like, I've seen so many doctors, they spend 30 years in a hospital and then they're just put out to pasture. We're just disposable, just like everybody
Isn't
else.
the suicide rate among doctors and medical professionals among the highest?
I don't know. I honestly don't know that number, but I will.
It is, I think, and lawyers too.
I will tell you, like, all these people we think are fancy, like doctors and lawyers or whatever, we're put out to pasture just like everybody else. Yeah. And really, it's the CEO. Even the CEO is put out to pasture. Everyone's put out to pasture. So if you're not enjoying your work, what am I doing if I'm not enjoying my work and I'm going to be put out to pasture anyway?
I tell my girlfriend that all the time. And on that note, what advice would you give, just in general, to anybody, anywhere, anytime, on a pivot?
I think and I don't do this perfectly either, but like, instead of trying to change yourself all the time and to be somebody you're not, just look at how everything you think is a flaw could also be a strength.
Yeah, that's good. That's really good.
I like that. And you just said that too and repeated it. I like it.
Dr. Chu, thank you.
Yeah, thanks.
This has been a lot of fun.
Thank you.
Really appreciate it, man.
Thanks.
Okay.
There we are.